Alrighty, we're gonna do this in take one. Good Friday afternoon. What a great week, volume-wise, okay? Volume-wise, business-wise, Meditech stat-wise, okay? Monday, the ED saw 124 patients. Tuesday, 121. Wednesday, 112. Thursday, 107. Yesterday, 101 patients. Pretty much, I guarantee you, Friday, we've seen over 100 patients also. So the reality is, folks, the volume has been off the charts this week. So thank you everybody for a wonderful, wonderful, hard week, okay? It's been intense, it's been busy, it's been, wow, it's been great. So with that being said, I hope everybody has a good weekend, refresh, recover, be ready. There's still work to be done, isn't there? There's still work continues. We're never finished, folks. We're in the business of taking care of human beings. We're in the business of taking care of souls and lives. We're not, we don't stock shoes at Foot Locker. We don't stock canned goods at H-E-B or Walmart. Nothing against that, folks, okay? I'm a product of H-E-B back in the day, okay? It's a wonderful, wonderful company. But what I'm saying is, and my point is, as long as we're taking care of human beings, human lives, sickness knows no day or time or hour or holiday. So we clock in, we come in to be prepared to work from the time you clock in to the time you clock out. And we are, okay? We are. We're working on stuff. We're making some improvements. We're making some adjustments. Nevertheless, and I'm not going to bore you with that on a YouTube huddle, department huddle. We would do those individually, and we have been doing those in an individual basis just to make sure we get the word out and what have you. Okay, so let's get to it's April. It's April 21, and I know this is like the third huddle this month already. We've already done our April birthday shout outs. Okay, so with that being said, we will wait for our May shout out. So I can't. No more birthday shout outs because we've already given props to Rosie, Angie, Katie, Laura, Amy. How's that? Boom. I just gave shout outs again. But the next department huddle we do will be in May. You watch. Special birthdays coming up. Special birthdays coming up in May. Okay? Yeah, that's a trivia question. Go ahead. I dare you. Okay. So with that being said, that's put that back in the box right there. Y'all see that sign behind me? Pay attention to that sign behind me. That sign's going to come in play, okay? Interesting fact. Christus Spawn is number 5 in the nation in terms of the amount of charity care they give. Number 5 in the nation. Not Christus as a whole. Christus Spawn Ministry. 5 campuses, okay? 5, right? No, that's not a trivia question. Name the 5 campuses. Y'all better know the 5 campuses. But with that being said, we're number 5 in the nation for charity care. So great little statistics right there, okay? Number 5. NCC, neonatal critical care, Driscoll. NCC, NICU. All right. So basically, they asked me to pass this information along. Any rad tech up on the floor in Driscoll, in the neonatal intensive care unit, if you are x-raying a baby and you have to physically manipulate the patient and put the arms up and remove the lines, I know the answer to that. The nurses are doing it, right? Yes, correct. We don't touch them per se, right? We have the nurses, can you please, move the lines and this and that, whatever. If you need a second hand to help position the hands, fine, so be it, with the nurse assistance and guidance. But Driscoll is asking that we ensure that the respiratory therapist, the RT, is present, especially if the patient's on an oscillator, right, folks, or has an E22 placement. We've got to make sure respiratory is present at bedside. Now, line placements, they got a sterile drape over them. Guys, we're shooting it. Fine, need RT here, but we're not touching the patient. We're not manipulating the patient. The provider, the doctor, needs a stat line placement. I'm going to give them that right there and then, okay? So we do that. Give them a stat line placement. What they're talking about is morning portables or just a routine chest x-ray to follow up, what have you. When you get up there, folks, flag RT. Let them know I need a respiratory therapist bedside, If it's a routine and they're not readily present because they're busy, guess what, folks? Hit me up on the Vocera. Contact me on the Vocera. Here we are. Contact me on the Vocera and I'll come back. But we don't have time to sit up there 5, 10, 15 minutes to wait for RT to become available. And I get it. If you're asking for a respiratory therapist to be present during positioning of the patient, I understand that. I'll respect that. That's the process, okay? But I need you to also be respectful of radiology's time, because once we get on the 5th floor into NCC Driscoll, we lose our signal. That's not going to be true for ICU, okay? We know that. But so you can professionally, respectfully let them know, hey, listen, when y'all are ready, when you're all available, call me and I'll come back up. It's a routine chest x-ray. We're not going to do that for a line placement. We're not, okay? Each and every patient, regardless of their age, from 23 weeks on up to 101 years old, they're going to get our services on behalf of a doctor's order. They're going to get our services, okay? We will never say no and delay and just because we don't want to. That's not going to happen. We're in the business of taking care of human beings, all right? That's why we do what we do, folks, right? That's why we do what we do. All right, so that's taken care of. Ooh, Dr. Van Exen had a request. Dr. Van Exen is asking for anybody in OR doing an orthopedic case, a joint case. Please put a marker on the C-arm, on the II. Just place your marker, tape it on the edge out of its way. It's not going to be in a sterile field. It's not going to fall from the top, because when we put the C-arm in, the II is at the bottom underneath the bed, right? So we're good. If you're doing a right wrist, if you're doing a right ankle, please put the little marker on there as an R. Now, if it's a mini C-arm and they're doing a foot, no go, Dr. Van Exen. Sorry. It's a mini C-arm. We set it up. We plug it in. I mean, can we leave our marker in there? No, we're not going to leave our marker in there. They're going to drape it and they're going to put it up there. We'll figure it out, okay? But for routine C-arm cases, please mark the side of, if you're doing a right ankle, a right wrist, an ORIF, a right patella versus a left. I'm not giving left no love. Nothing wrong with left-handers. I got 2 of those in my family, right? Okay, so nevertheless, keep that in mind. I cascaded that information down to y'all. In-for time, guys, in-for time. I'm going to ask y'all to please do your best to do not use the missed punches as a routine, as a way to clock in and out. We're getting little audits, little flags like, hey, you really have a lot of interaction missed punches, you know? And I'm going to take full responsibility for that, because that's basically, if I permit it, I'm promoting it. So I've never really micromanaged on that part, but I'm going to ask you that missed punch is there for a reason. It's a true missed punch. My badge wasn't working. The time clock wasn't working. I forgot, you know. That happens, right? Sometimes we get forgetful and the batteries don't work on the Voceras. And, you know, I got my own personal Vocera. I have to do a better job in getting connected, okay? But sometimes when I'm in meetings or whatever and I forget to do ND, it's a lot easier for me to do this. But I will basically set the example and do a better job in staying connected, folks, okay? If I can get this battery also to work. Oh, by the way, do you see that big sign in front of me? Sector Packs is coming, okay? I mean, this is the same flyer we have on the door. They took a copy of this and they just put it on a big board. So I wonder if we can get somebody to hang out on Saratoga Boulevard and, you know, just, I don't know, generate some business. Let them know Sector Packs is coming. No, we don't need that. We do not need that. I'll probably put that on in the doctor's lounge or whatever. We're going to talk to Dr. Clemish and let him know that. Dr. Clemish, how do you view our images on Meditech? I use the camera icon. Well, when you click on that, guess what? You're going to be in sector, but he's not going to know nor care as long as he can see the images, right? And good images. Okay, so going back to in-for time. Do your best. If you have to use that missed punch interaction, use it. That's what it's there for. I want that because that's how we keep track of and audit our times, okay? But let's try to get out of the habit of using that. I went to lunch earlier, you know. I'm just going to put in my missed punch from 12 to 12:30. No. Clock in, clock out. If you can do it while you're in Wi-Fi range, you can clock out on your phone. So there's so many different avenues to clock in and out. If it's a truly missed punch or you forgot or for whatever reason, those line of 20 people clock it in, I get it. So be it. So there, it's been digitally recorded and everybody's been put on those. Let's do a better job on those using that missed punches for true missed punches, okay? Trauma recertification happens Monday. Actually, it happens Sunday. Sunday, we're going to have a committee on site, but they're going to be doing chart audits, okay? Even though 3 years ago, we became help me out here, folks, level 2 trauma certified, and it's just time to re-up our certification. So Monday, they're going to be on site. The surveyors will be on site, and they will be visiting ER, OR. They're going to visit radiology. They're going to visit CT. So CT, I'll be there to give you some mock questions. I guarantee you know the questions to everything. Here's an example. Do you have resuscitation and monitoring equipment available in the imaging suite? You better believe it, we do. Got one in CT right there, right behind the gantry, right? The other one is in special procedures. Who accompanies and monitors a trauma patient to the imaging suite? The RN. So basic remedial questions that they're not going to be too difficult to answer. But if you don't know the answer, don't make up an answer. Just tell them, I am not sure, but I'll find somebody who knows the answer, and we'll get that answer. So I'll be on site Monday to talk to CT and just reassure them that these answers are going to be easy peasy done. Okay, so recertification happens on Monday, and there's no reason why we're not going to get our reimbursed certification. But yeah, here's that sector PACS flyers that are going around. That happens next Saturday, folks. So next Saturday, I would not be in town. I will be out of town. So next Saturday, 8 p.m., we flip the switch. I've individually gone across the board, and I've asked certain people to be on site. I'm asking Tony Vega to be on site. If Tony Vega can be on site, that'd be great. We'll take Armand, but Tony Vega has an office right next door. He knows all our modalities, okay? So Clarissa will be on site. Melissa will be on site. Gilbert will be on site. Liz will already be working, so she's going to have wonderful super users to really assist her in switching everything. Guys, all our computers are upgraded. I love it. They're all upgraded to include the ED. So they're going to need, the ED provider is going to need some help in navigating and just being a super user, helping, not being a super user, but he's going to need the help of a super user. So folks, if you have the time to come in and see our switchover happen at 8 o'clock live, and you've got some time, come on in. Clock in. I will pay you. Clock in. Get a couple hours under your belt. Sunday, Tony Vega will be here also. If you're available Sunday, come on in. I mean, yes, overlap, work. If you come in on Sunday. Monday night, I need super users to be ready to help scan and go troubleshoot everything. Sunday is going to be 24 hours later. Close to 24 hours. But if you want to come in for a couple hours and overlap just to get ahead of the game, clock in. Let's get to work. Let's get some volume under your belt. PACS tells a story, so does Meditech. So nevertheless, but come in, get acclimated to it, because come Monday, folks, I mean, we're going to be really busy in OR, and we're going to have a lot of cases that we got to send to Dr. Clemish, and we got to be able to be ready and be ready to open them up the icon in room 7. And this thought just came to me. So Saturday night, to include Sunday, if we could test OR. So Clarissa, if you could go to room 7 and just double click at the flip of a switch past 8 o'clock, or double check that if take a portable over there, take an X-ray of the cell phone, send it. Have PACS, have Sectra open. Make sure what steps do we need to take to be able to see our images live? Not live, but in real time, pretty close to real time. Do we have to go under unreported studies? Probably not. I'm telling you right now, we're gonna love Sectra. So let's do a trial run in room 7 with a portable. Shoot it live. I want to know, and send it. That way, when Al comes in on Monday, Chris comes in on Monday, hey guys, if you need to see an image in real time after you shoot it with a portable, send it to PACS. Open up that UniViewer or Sectra PACS. Sectra PACS will not be in room 7, Krista's computer, because that icon of Sectra, that number 7 for version 7, is only on a true Sectra PACS computer. Every Krista's computer, the McKesson icon should go away, the skeleton, and it'll be a U for UniViewer. Okay, so now I need this, okay, folks? So here we go. If it's a true PACS computer, for instance, in the ED, Dr. Hutzler is sitting there. Go look at it. Go pay a visit. He's got a brand new computer in there. It's going to have this icon. He needs to double click on this and use his mnemonics that he used for McKesson PACS. That's going to work. That's not a problem. But if it's Dr. Clemish in room 7, that's not a PACS computer, guys. That is not a true PACS computer. That is a Krista's computer. That's going away right there. We're going to be dealing with the U, Sectra UniView. So we're going to have to double click on this. If it's Al and Clemish, or if it's Brianna and Clemish or AJ, you're going to double click on this. You're going to use your mnemonics. The mnemonics are not changing. Log in. Set it up for today. Your default's already pre-programmed. Well, they should be for the Univiewer. That's why we got to do a trial and error, double check it. So double click the Univiewer in room 7, shoot the x-ray, shoot it over to the Sectra, and it should cross over. So let's test that. We're going to test that. So this will be in the doctor's lounge, Sectra. Too wordy if you ask me. I like Sectra PACS coming on April 29th, 8 p.m. But right here, we need to capitalize on these icons. So basically what I'm telling the doctors is, how do you, I've asked this several doctors, how do you access images? Oh, I use the camera icon in Meditech. Come after 8 o'clock p.m. on the 29th, if you do that, you're going to be in Sectra PACS. You're not even going to know it. You really want to just see your images. 15 minutes and 40 seconds. I apologize, folks. So with that being said, more to come. Next week countdown to Sectra PACS on Sunday. No, that's not going in the trash. I don't have a trivia question. All right. Nevertheless, one more. We have a returning associate who's going to be joining us come May 22nd. A returning associate is going to be joining us May 22nd. Who is that returning associate for 500 Kudo points? First one in the group chat that gives me her name. And for that department, y'all don't qualify because y'all already know who it is, okay? So I can't say. I'll give you a hint. Ultrasonographers cannot answer this question, okay? So we have an associate returning back to us. She starts orientation May 22nd. And if you can tell me who that is, I'll give you 500 Kudo points. To also, that earlier trivia question about special May birthday shout-outs. If you give me that special birthday, another 500 Kudo points. All right, folks. Thank you very much. Have a great weekend. See you Monday.